Testing, testing. Okay, I think that's working now. Okay, testing, testing. Yeah, yeah, it's working. Okay, cool. Hey, I'm in Skyrim. Woo. So I was just watching Mouse's stream, and his Skyrim looked just freaking incredible. I gotta say. Mouse, props to you, because that is one awesome looking game. I thought my game looked great. Your game looks just by far and away better than mine. And I can't tell why. I think maybe you're in E and B, maybe? Or the fact you're running with a 3080. uh, but yeah, your game looked amazing, dude. I want to get my game looking like yours.
The club isn't the best place to find a lover, so the bar is where I go. Me and my friends at the table doing shots, drinking fast and then we talk slow. Come over and start up a conversation with just me, and trust me, I give it a chance. Now take my hand, stop up in the man on the jukebox, and then we start to dance. Now I'm singing like, do you know I want your love? Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead. I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. Last night you were in my room, and now my bed sheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with your body. Oh, I, oh, I, oh, I, oh, I. I'm in love with your body. Oh, I, oh, I, oh, I, oh, I. I'm in love with your body. Oh, I, oh, I, oh, I, oh, I. I'm in love with your body. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of you. We let the story begin. We're going out on our first day. You and me are 30 days ago. You give me, fill up your bag, and I fill up a plate. We took for hours and hours about sweet and sour, and how your family is doing okay. Living it in a taxi, kissing the backseat till the driver made the radio play. And I'm singing like, do you know I want your love? Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead. I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. Last night you were in my room, and now my bed sheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with your body. Oh, I, oh, I, oh, I, oh, I. I'm in love with your body. Oh, I, oh, I, oh, I, oh, I. I'm in love with your body. Oh, I, oh, I, oh, I, oh, I. I'm in love with your body. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of you.
Okay, it's gonna reset any second now, I swear. Reset. Reset. That's what I. Ah, there we
Holy
go.
shit burgers! Oh, something's wrong with your throat. My boot ain't on it.
One more, just for fun. One more. Because I do like watching these, honestly. I have no idea. It's My Way, maybe? Maybe that's not K-pop? Let's find out. Nope, that's K-pop. I can already tell. Alan Walker Fade's not too bad. It's right on the limit though of what's acceptable as far as K-pop goes. Also, the dance is kind of jerky, but I like it. It's alright.
You want a shadow to my light, did you feel us? Another star, we fade away. Afraid I am just out of sight. Wanna see us alive. Where are you now? Where are you now? Where are you now? Was it all in fantasy? Where are you now? Were you only imaginary? Where are you now?
Okay, that was fun. Let's get actually into playing Skyrim now. Soon as she resets, any second. Any second. There we go. Okay, stop. I love this new animated shield. Alright, anyways. Skull Cave. Actually, let's do that. That sounds like fun. That's in the north. Delphine and Riverwood. We can hold off on that. We could do this one. Actually, this will be fun. We can close this out real quick. Just because I got a teleport pad right there.
You're just a big bully!
Which one? High Hrothgar, number 4. There we go. That looks better. I just love the light emissions on her. The light emissions are so cool. Even the nails glow. Oh, that's Eonarth. Wrong one. That's not it either. Alright, where are you at? Oh, let's fix Moorhead too, as long as we're here. Moorhead sometimes gets out of whack. Well, sometimes, like every time. So, every time I gotta do this. LM Moorhead. There we go. And it should be fixed now. Now it should be in sync with all the others. Alright, so where's this guy at? He's over here. There, no. Alright, where's this old fuck? There he is. Let's read some books. Stealing everything, okay.
Ah, you've retrieved the horn of Jörgen Windcaller. Well done. You have now passed all the trials. Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn. You are ready to learn the final word of unrelenting force. Da, which means Da. With all 3 words together, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely. Master Wolfgar will now gift you with his knowledge of Da. speak to you. Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards, but you are ready. Dovahkiin, you have tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you.
Groovy.
That was badass.
Okay, so that closed that quest out. Serana does have some dialogue here. Let's see what she has to say.
Dark in here. Good thing. So far, this hasn't been too bad. Gets lonely exploring by myself, though. Right behind you. Wow, this temple truly looks like something else. What is it? Hey, princess. Yes. How many languages can you speak?
I can read 248 languages, but I'm fluent in 43.
What about your native language?
The native tongue of my people is Mary, but my mother tongue on Dragonfey Tiles is Elfinway. And my brother and I mostly spoke fake lips to each other, one of the main fairy tongues.
So what's an elf like you doing in Skyrim anyways?
Mind yourself, I'm actually the birthright claim to the Kikiri throne.
I wasn't aware I was speaking with an Altmer princess. Thought you were
I'm
a
actually
witch.
quite skilled in the work of magical enchantments.
Well, you know a lot more magic than most of the mages here, that's for
Really?
sure.
There's so much magic out there. I've actually been studying at the Arcane University for the last 10 years. I suppose you'd be amazed on how much knowledge we've collected about Aetherius.
Wow, 10 years. Sounds like a lot on you. You
Of
must be a
course.
powerful
I
sorceress
certainly know
then.
a lot about it. I've been studying magic since I could first read. I used to sneak the advanced spellbooks from the High Wizard's Arcanium at the castle and read them all night long.
It's good to know I have such a clever witch on my side.
Of course. Wouldn't have it any other way, would we?
Are you liking Skyrim so far?
It's certainly differently civilized. I mean, it's charming in its own way, of course, but everything here feels purely designed to kill us, you especially.
Is it really that different from your home?
Are you kidding? Mind yourself, I grew up in a castle as a birthright claim to the throne. The servants took care of my every need. And my whole life I was given a golden ticket to anything I wanted. Of course, the other students at the university hated me for it.
A perfect princess with a perfect life, then?
I miss the castle more than anything, though. I haven't been home in 10 years. Let's get going. All right.
The Tale of the Great Moth Priest Hunt. Not something I'd want to read.
Any thoughts?
About...
Skyrim and Tamriel. You've been asleep for a while.
Yeah, actually. I definitely didn't expect there to be a war of succession while I was gone. Also, I never expected a Cyrodiilic empire to conquer Tamriel, that Tiber Septum. Even the Remnants didn't achieve godhood. But what do you think of all this?
I'm proud. While I do not worship Talos myself, I
Me
applaud
too.
his accomplishments.
Looks like we agree on something.
Let's go.
Come with me.
Let's go.
Do you know how to teleport?
Teleport? Of course I fucking do. I do it all the bloody time instead of wasting my energy running everywhere. That's some peasant shit I've only seen you do.
I'd like to be able to teleport you directly me.
What, afraid you'll lose me?
No, get fucking lost for all I care.
Oh my fucking hell! You don't have to be such a dent. I'll teach you a little spell, yeah?
Thanks, Day. I won't abuse this power you've given me.
Of course. If you're having any trouble, just summon me and I'll appear right before you. It'll work like a charm.
Groovy.
Well...
What you got cooking?
Okay, now I don't know about you guys, but I kind of want to get Dagon in a good outfit, because I don't like what she's wearing. And I'm thinking.
You suck!
Actually, you know what? Hang on. First. Alright, get a clean slate to work with. Then I'm thinking an assassin. Which one? Shadow assassin. Yeah, because I like this, the way this looks on Dagon. We'll get the pink. No. Yes, corset S&P. We'll give her the pink one. Then gloves. Shoot. Wait, do I want heels or do I want the boots? Yeah, I want the boots. Alright. No horns. Leg belt. Sure, why not? Actually, wait. No, Dagon has that amulet of hers, so she doesn't get one. Okay. Yeah, alright, looks good. Alright, now we need a hairstyle for her. And I know exactly which one. If I can't remember the name. It's one of the KS ones. Yeah, actually, I think that's it. I'm pretty sure it is. And if it's not, I'm just going to go with it. Alright. Looking for the circle. There we go. Foxtrot Echo 0, Bravo 6, Delta 66. Good deal. What else? Earrings. Three Deltas, Bravo 7, 0. Of course, you won't be able to see the earrings, but I'm still going to put her on. And what else? Oh, nails. Right. What nails do I want? Alpha 402, 8, Echo 3. Oh! Can't have that. Huh. Okay, we're not going to go with that then. We're going to go with something else. Let's see, witchy nails. That's always a good one. Foxtrot 090 Alpha Delta. And then, fashion witch nails. I haven't used those yet. Foxtrot Echo 19684 Foxtrot. Alright, let's see what we got. Yeah, those work. Didn't look like... Oh, nope. Nope, gloves. Alright. So, witchy nails it is. Alright, cool. Okay, there you go. Hey, they even show up in first person. Hey, that looks nice. I mean, you can see a little bit of clipping on the thumb, though. But the fingers look really good. Alright, Dagon, where are you at? Wait, what'd I do? Ugh, I hit the wrong button.
Hey, even I can get tired every now and then. Finally, a place to just relax.
And my animations got fucked up. Great. Because I hit the wrong button. Okay.
Something troubling you?
Wham, bam, pow!
Is there something on your mind?
Okay. Let's change her up. Actually,
Quit waiting around, let's go.
Shall we?
The game has to register her first. Okay, good deal.
What is it?
Now, we want to change your outfit, is it? Or is it... Talk about your outfit. That's a BBLS one. Okay, so let's change your outfit. Just want to make sure, because if I get this wrong, then it's going to screw things up later.
Let's change your outfit.
Pitsy, who quite like this?
Alright, so that's what she's wearing right now. Take that off. Give her...
What was the point of that?
I had to yassify you. Now you look like an alt-married princess. Okay.
Hello, little one. Alright,
What
our next move?
Do you know any other spells besides the usual ones you've shown so far?
By the divines. I just realized I've been casting the usual Drain Life and Ice Spike spells so much. You must think my exceptionalism in Magicka is, well, laughable. Well, I'll prove that I did learn more than 3 spells in the last 1,000 years. The essentials like Candlelight, Oak Flesh, some conjuration spells like Flame Atronach, and even some healing spells. If I haven't been casting them now, I'll cast them more.
This is too important. I don't know how the Dawn Guard will react.
Need something.
I would like to be one of the first to congratulate you on your official recognition as Dragonborn. There is still much to do, but I know you will be able to persevere against all the challenges that lie ahead.
Thank you, Zelzaz.
The pleasure is all mine.
Follow me.
I'm ready to go.
Another time, perhaps.
Oh, good. You finally shut up.
Thinking about, are we?
Be nice. You suck.
Alright, let's go report our success to Ezron. We can clear out that quest. Actually, what time is it? I didn't even know. It's 2 o'clock and 2:30 in the morning? Yeah, we're gonna wait till morning.
I just wanted to say that if I have ever offended you over the course of our time together, I'm glad.
Divine smile on you, friend.
Come, little firefly.
I'm impressed you could find a moth priest so quickly.
Does he have the scroll? Is everything ready?
Where are all
For the
female
reading?
giants?
Yeah.
All I can see are one
Just let
set of
the old
like
man know
men
when you're
walking
ready.
around with their mammoths. How do they procreate? Wait. Oh dear.
What is it? What can I do for you?
Glad you made it here safely, Dexian.
Ah, my rescuer. It's good to see you again.
Have my companions made you feel welcome?
It's not exactly the hospitality I'm used to, but your man Isran has seen to my needs well enough. And might I add, This is a remarkable fortress. I have colleagues back home that would love to study this place in detail.
Are you prepared to read the Elder Scroll?
Oh, most certainly. Let's find out what secrets the scroll can tell.
Now, if everyone will please be quiet, I must concentrate. I see a vision before me. An image of a great bow. I know this weapon. It is Oriel's bow. Now a voice whispers, saying, among the night's children, a dread lord will rise. In an age of strife, when dragons return to the realm of men, darkness will mingle with light, and the night and the day will be as one. The voice fades and the words begin to shimmer and distort. But wait, there is more here. The secret of the bow's power is written elsewhere. I think there is more to the prophecy, recorded in other scrolls. Yes, I see them now. One contains the ancient secrets of the dragons, and the other speaks of the potency of ancient blood. My vision darkens, and I see no more. To know the complete prophecy, we must have the other two scrolls. I must rest now. The reading has made me weary.
Come on, old man. You should get some rest.
Groovy. Groovy.
Do you have a moment to talk?
Groovy.
What's on your mind?
That moth priest, Dexian, he said we needed 2 other Elder Scrolls. I think I know where we can start looking.
Why didn't you say something earlier?
Groovy.
Half of the people in your little crew would just as soon kill me as talk to me. That exactly doesn't make me want to open up. I got a warmer welcome from my father, and that's saying something.
Does Harkon even care about you anymore?
You know, I've been asking myself the same thing. I hoped that if he saw me, he might feel something again. But I guess I don't really factor in at this point. I don't even think he sees me as his daughter anymore. I'm just a means to an end.
So where is this Elder Scroll?
We need to find my mother, Valerica. She'll definitely know where it is. And if we're lucky, she actually has it herself.
You said you didn't know where she went.
The last time I saw her, she said that she'd go somewhere safe. Somewhere that my father would never search. Other than that, she wouldn't tell me anything. But the way she said it, someplace he would never search. It was very cryptic, yet she called attention to it.
Sounds like she was being cautious.
Maybe. What I can't figure out is why she said it that way. Besides, I can't imagine a single place my father would avoid looking. And he's had all this time, too. Any ideas?
In Castle Volkihar.
Wait, that almost makes sense. There's a courtyard in the castle. I used to help her tend a garden there. All of our ingredients for our potions came from there. She used to say that my father couldn't stand the place. Too peaceful.
Isn't that pretty risky, staying around the castle?
Oh, absolutely. But my mother's not a coward. That is, I don't think we'll actually trip over her there. But it's worth a look.
They aren't going to let us use the front door.
True. But I know a way we can get into the courtyard without arousing suspicion. There's an unused inlet on the northern side of the island that was used by the previous owners to bring supplies to the castle. An old escape tunnel from the castle exists there. I think that's our way in.
Let's go to the castle's secret entrance.
It's around the side of the castle. Let's move.
Okay, a couple of things. Number one, I was only getting like 16 frames a second. Now I'm getting more. That's only because I'm looking at a corner, though. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do, I'm getting like 14 frames a second here. 50 frames.
Hey, so...
17 frames.
Ready when you are.
Before I talk to you, let's do it like this. Still 16. Okay, so it's the characters. Because right now I'm getting 17 frames a second.
What did you need?
It's the characters. My poor 2080. Alright.
Do you need something?
The flavor of a drink is always more important to me than how intoxicated it'll
That was the
make me.
plan, yes.
Gunma swear by
That's
Sujama
it?
because
All
it gets
right.
them drunk really fast. But why drink something that is actively painful and then not remember a thing the next day?
Wait here.
If you think I'm going to let you have all the fun, you're crazy.
For real,
I'll let you lead ahead.
Do you need something? That was the plan, yes. If you were anybody else, no. I don't take just anyone into the secret parts of the place I grew up. But for you, you get the grand tour of the castle. Look, I'm glad you're here with me. My parents almost never let me off the island. Then, my mother, she shut me in, buried me with a scroll. That's why I like being out here with you. Somehow I knew you'd understand. Just you and me, the two adventurers seeing the world. Thank you. All right. Let's go.
Were you and Valerica close?
Before my father became obsessed with the prophecy, Mother and I spent quite a bit of time together. She was very fond of her alchemical garden in the castle courtyard. She taught me quite a bit about cultivating quality regions.
So you always got along?
Like the best of friends, I would never hesitate to share anything with her.
But then it all changed.
It was very sudden. It was almost like one day we were a normal family, and then the next, I didn't know who they were. I tried to visit my mother in the garden, and she'd quickly shoo me away, saying she was much too busy.
That's why we're headed there?
She had to be up to something in that garden. I'm hoping it's a clue that will tell us where she went. Okay. Hey, so...
Are you alright, Serana?
So far, I think. Thanks.
That's good to hear. I was just checking in.
That's very kind of you. Though, there is something else. Just wanted to say how grateful I am for all that you've done for me. No one's ever been so genuine with me, at least in a while. I was lonely most of my childhood. My mother, at least for a time, was the only friend I really had. And then that prophecy came along. I'm sorry. I just had to get that off my chest.
Well, I'm glad to have met you.
getting a little awkward. I think I have a sudden urge to feed on something.
All right then. Go ahead and do your thing. I'll be here.
You can be a real horker sometimes. You know that? I'm not actually hungry. At least for the moment.
Oh, what's a little nibble? You help yourself.
Alright, I have to say it now. Here goes. I've come to really care about you. I just wanted you to know that.
Same here.
I'm glad to hear that. Let's get going then.
I hope the vampires try to attack us here. A lot easier than hunting them down in their hole. Until next time.
The last time I was here to drop Serana off, I put a teleport pad down, so... because I knew I was going to be coming back here.
Yes? What did you need?
Tell me about your family.
There's not a whole lot to tell. You've already seen my father's obsession. My mother's not a whole lot better, but you'll see that soon enough.
Were you close with them?
My father? No, not really. I did spend a lot of time with my mother, but she saw me more like a protege than a daughter. What about you? What were your parents like?
We're very close. I can't wait to see them again.
You're a good daughter. Yeah. Let's just keep going.
Just this bend. Castle looks so big from down here. I mean, it is big, but, well, even bigger. Do you need something?
Come with me.
Whenever you're ready.
Let's go.
What is this place?
An old jetty where boats would bring supplies to the castle. Once we moved in, it never got used, along with the rest of the Undercroft. We'll need to watch our steps inside. Ready if you are. This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
Who's there?
The old water.
Hang on. Who's there?
Close quarters it is then.
Never should have. Get back here. You think you stand a chance?
You know, you could have waited a bit longer. So, this was my old stomping grounds. Not the most normal childhood.
Did you spend a lot of time down here?
I like to explore. My parents almost never let me off the island, so yeah, I poked around down here a lot. It was a little quieter back then. Guess a little vampire girl was enough to scare off the rats.
That sounds pretty lonely.
It was, but I got used to it.
You talk about being lonely a lot.
Well, growing up the way I did, you get used to it. No, they didn't. But that's why I like being out here with you. But what about you?
You mean, do I get lonely?
Yeah. Is it just you, or do you have people in your life?
I have lots of friends.
Well, I guess now you have one more.
I'm glad you're with me.
Me too. Anyway, this is all very touching, but don't we have some more important things to worry about right now? What happened to this place? Everything's been torn down. The whole...
Where'd you come from?
What was that?
Are you alright?
So I thought I'd...
Perfect day for bashing brains!
Yeah, a succubus. She's not supposed to be summoning a succubus. In fact, I specifically changed it in SSE edit so she would not summon a succubus.
Something. What was that? Is not right. Soldiers! Over here!
Wait.
You're what? You're gonna gush when I step on ya!
We've got them pinned in. Only a matter of time now. Keep fighting!
Yeah, and I can't show it because I can't even fight because it's succubus. It's so annoying. Yeah. So today I went into SSE edit, and I specifically changed every one of her, you know, to Mistman, or no, Wrathman. She's supposed to be summoning Wrathman right now, which are the skeleton fighters. And instead, she's still summoning a succubus, and I gotta wait for the succubus to actually dissipate before I can start doing anything. Oh my god. So annoying. I gotta talk to Serrano about that. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, I can't. That's so pretty. I gave off the, okay, she died. I made the crests give off E and B lighting. Make it look pretty.
I'm telling you, there's something strange with the moon dial. Hey, so...
Yes?
It's just... It's a hard thing to be around you. For me. I've been trying to make my peace with it. But I just can't help feeling... well, hungry. I know, but just... Anyway, please. It's... your dragon blood. It's so good. It'd damn well better work. I'm hungry. Hold still. Thanks. I'm glad you're here with me. No, you've got it all wrong. You want me. I can see that. I'm not stupid. But... I can't even begin to imagine how to be just a normal human for you. Don't tell me you're that naive. Given how I've lived, what I've done, it's not something I'm going to get involved with. It's just... it's not for me. I'm not sure it's really your place to judge me. Wait. I want us to be friends. I can't do that. It makes me a little uneasy. That's something for the living. But you're right. I just need to do something for you. This payment. I don't know. I've never had a friend. Sure. Oh, damn it. What was it? Okay, here goes. Not very impressive, is it? My mother taught me a trick or two. I don't think that's something you want. If you want to know the whole story, my mother and I spent quite a bit of time together, preparing before we gave ourselves to Moloch Ball. Not really wholesome family activity, but I guess it's something you do when you give yourselves to a Daedric lord. It was kind of sick, actually. But she loved it. Don't say I didn't warn you. Not as much. But we all took part in it. Not the most normal childhood, but I think I turned out okay. I think we've talked about that enough. A little bit. It's not easy. Look, you're great, really. Just give me a little time. That wasn't as unpleasant as I thought it would be. And thanks for asking. I can tell this is important to you. I'm nothing if not persuasive.
Hey, Jeff. Very clever, Mother. Very clever. I've never been in those tunnels before, but I'd bet they run right under the courtyard and into the tower ruins. Well, at least we're getting closer. Let's go. Ahem.
What is it, Serana?
My fellow traveling companion, doesn't this courtyard look nice? It's serene in a certain way, and uniquely beautiful, like a certain... maybe. Well, actually, yeah, the garden actually didn't age well. No, I wasn't talking about you. Well, I was.
Are you flirting with me?
Well, it's entirely possible. Now, enough of that. We got a job to do. Well done, Serana. Nice. You really are as eloquent as an ice wraith. I promise you, it didn't always look like this.
What happened to the castle courtyard?
If I had to guess, I'd say the moment Mother fled the castle, Father went on a rampage. Knowing him, anything at all that reminded him of her was destroyed.
Then he just walled it off.
It appears that way. I suppose he wanted to put the past behind him. Perhaps if he spent more time with us, he would have recognized the beauty for himself. Lead on.
Okay, I think that's all the dialogue she has in the courtyard out of all the mods that I have for her. So we'll go ahead and save it here.
I've never even seen this part of the castle before. Be careful. I don't know what might be around.
You have my back.
Like this.
Show yourself. Show yourself. Where'd you come from? Hang on. Hang on. Bruce? Bruce?
Not very impressive.
Close quarters again.
How many of you are there? Where'd you come from?
Not very impressive.
Bruce?
Come at me. Nice work. I don't think we've reached the top yet. I'd bet there's some sort of secret passage around here. Leave it to my mother. Always smarter than I gave her credit for.
We're getting close. I'm sure of it.
Did your mother keep gargoyles here?
Not that I ever saw. My mother had a bit of a thing for magical constructs. Not what you're thinking. She just found them fascinating.
Do you know this place?
I had always just assumed that the other tower was completely destroyed inside. My mother kept this a secret, even from me. She must have been up to something she thought was dangerous.
Let's move.
Look at this place. This has to be it. I knew she was deep into necromancy. I mean, she taught me everything I know. But I had no idea she had a setup like this. Look at all of this. She must have spent years collecting these components. And what's this thing? I'm not sure about this circle, but it's obviously something. Let's take a look around. There has to be something here that tells us where she's gone.
Do you think this would help?
You found her journal. Let me take a look.
What's this soul cairn that she mentions?
I only know what she told me. She had a theory about soul gems. That the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used. They end up in the soul cairn.
Why did she care where used souls went?
The soul cairn is home to very powerful beings. Necromancers send them souls and receive powers of their own in return. My mother spent a lot of time trying to contact them directly, to travel to the soul cairn itself.
If she made it there, we'll find her.
That circle in the center of the room is definitely some type of portal. If I'm reading this right, there's a formula here that should give us safe passage into the soul cairn.
What do we need?
A handful of soul gem shards, some finely ground bone meal, a good bit of purified void salts. Oh, damn it.
What's wrong?
We're also going to need a sample of her blood, which, if we could get that, we wouldn't even be trying to do this in the first place.
You share her blood.
Not bad. We'd better hope that it's good enough. Mistakes with these kinds of portals can be gruesome. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get started.
Are all of those ingredients here?
Oh, definitely. Mother would have plenty of those materials in her laboratory. You just need to find them.
Hey, so, talk to me.
Whoa. Oh. You know, you could have waited a bit longer.
Hey, so, talk to me. Nothing else? Alright. Well, it's about me. It's strange. I just need to figure out what's happening. It's hard to describe. I feel a little warmer now. I've been asking myself the same thing since we, did it. I don't know. It makes no sense to me. But it's obviously something. No, not really. I've been wanting something else. If that's all right. All right, then. Wow. This feels like the right way. Kind of soothing, actually. I don't have the faintest idea. I'm a little nervous about all of this. Yes. Friends. Thank you.
Groovy.
Jeez, Serrano, were you born in a barn?
Get the ingredients in that vessel and let me know when you're ready.
Your mother maintained quite a laboratory.
I had no idea that her laboratory even existed. She had an alchemy setup in her drawing room, but nothing that even comes close to what's here.
What did she research?
Looking at the equipment and materials, it looks like she was trying to advance her necromancy.
To what end?
I don't know. Certainly not longevity. Kind of a waste of time for a vampire.
All right.
Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood.
Can I ask you something first?
Of course. What is it?
What will you do if we find your mother?
I've been asking myself the same thing since we came back to the castle. She was so sure of what we did to my father. I couldn't help but go along with her. I never thought of the cost.
It sounds like she did everything for your sake.
Possibly. I guess even a vampire mother is still a mother. She worried about me, about all of us. But she wanted to get me as far away from my father as possible, before he really went over the edge.
We won't know until we find her.
Yes. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I just didn't expect anyone to care how I felt about her. Thank you. Are we ready then?
Let's get that portal open.
All right. Here goes. By the blood of my ancestors. She actually did it. Created a portal to the Soul Camp. Incredible. Are you all right? That looked painful.
It was. What happened?
Now that I think about it, I should have expected that. Sorry. It's hard to describe. The Soul Cairn is, well, hungry, for a lack of a better word. It's trying to take your life essence as payment.
So there's no way in then?
There might be, but I don't think you're going to like it. Vampires aren't counted among the living. I could probably go through there without a problem.
Are you saying that I need to become a vampire?
Not your first choice, I'd guess.
There has to be another way.
Maybe. We could just pay the toll another way. It wants a soul, so we give it a soul. Yours.
Wouldn't that kill me?
My mother taught me a trick or two. I could partially soul trap you and offer that gem to the ideal masters. That might be enough to satisfy them. It would make you a bit weaker when we travel through the Soul Cairn, but we might be able to fix that once we're inside. Maybe.
Those are my only options.
I'm sorry. I wish I knew a better way. Something that would be easier for you. Just know that, whatever path you choose, I won't think any less of you. Sometimes, things just have to be done. I know that better than anybody.
Have you made up your mind?
Soul trap me. I won't feel right as a vampire.
Are you sure? I'm willing to do it, but you need to think about it. You'll remain mortal, but you'll find yourself weakened within the Soul Camp.
Your time is up, my time is now.
I'm ready.
You can't see me, my time is now.
I know this is difficult for you. I hope you trust me. I'd never do anything that could hurt you.
I trust you completely.
Thank you. Let's not waste any more time then. I promise to make this as painless as possible. Hold still.
Groovy. Groovy.
Ugh. The smell here. I frankly thought it wouldn't smell like anything. But looks like we'll be dealing with the smell of rot while we're here.
Lovely. If she really is here, I wonder how my mother managed to deal with it.
I deal with it all the time.
How do you manage to deal with it then?
For a walking corpse, you don't smell terrible.
Me? I smell like nightshade and snowberries.
Might want to have a word with the trader who sold you this perfume.
Oh, you know what? You should be talking.
What do you mean?
I have a heightened sense of smell, you know. If you think you smell like blossoms after frolicking in a fetid cave, you are sorely mistaken. But, hey, you're actually not too bad. For a well-groomed bear.
Well, you're a snowback.
Porker face.
Milk drinker.
Well, that is just not true anymore. We're being awfully carefree, aren't we? I mean, for being trapped in a realm of oblivion with no guaranteed return. It's nice, really, to just have fun. Have someone who can help me forget about all the prophecies, Elder Scrolls, betrayals, and this awful God's cursed reek. About all of this, even for a brief moment. I'm starting to like you, okay? You're growing on me. And what I said is true, though I definitely wouldn't want to end up here for all eternity. We got a job to do. Let's find my mother and find a way out of here.
I'd heard stories about the Soul Cairn, but never thought I'd see it myself. So far, it's about what I imagined.
Do you know anything about this place?
Just what my mother told me. I've also studied a little bit on my own, but there's not much. When something is trapped in a soul gem, and then the energy is used for powering an enchantment, the remnants are sent here.
Any soul gem?
Well, I think it's specifically the black ones. I don't know if the Soul Cairn takes just any leftovers.
Does anything live here?
Look at this place. Do you think anything would want to live here? The only things that can survive here are the ideal masters, the undead, and the souls themselves. Well, if you want to call that living.
Do you think we'll meet the ideal masters?
I don't think anyone's ever met the ideal masters. I'm not even sure anyone knows what they look like. They could be underground, flying above us. They might be the ground. I have no idea.
Why are they collecting these souls?
Lots of theories. Some say they feed on them like I feed on blood. Others think they use them as payment for an even higher power. Almost like a currency, a very strange currency. Whatever they're doing with them, they've been harvesting for millennia. No telling how many souls are trapped here.
Why would a necromancer want to deal with them?
Look around you. There are some extremely powerful undead here. Even a necromancer as seasoned as my mother would be willing to spend years trying to gain access to them.
Summon them, you mean?
Exactly. It's a lost art. Most necromancers just raise up whatever bodies are nearby. A simple trick, really. Child's play. But bringing something from the Soul Cairn gives you something much more powerful.
How do the necromancers communicate with them?
Well, that's usually the trick. It's possible to do it through a simple portal. But to finalize the deal, you have to travel here yourself, and most of them never come back.
Are you sure Valerica has the Elder Scroll?
No, but there's no way she would have left it in Tamriel. She wanted to get it as far away from my father as possible. I can't imagine a better place.
And if she doesn't?
Then we find out where she hid it, if she's still alive. Well, as alive as she was before. Or is now. Or... you know what I mean.
Why not hide it in the soul cairn and then return?
Probably to avoid whatever my father would do to her if he got his hands on her. Or maybe her plan was to come back, but she was stuck here. We won't know until we find her.
All right.
Oh, the smell.
You can't hide from us.
This Harley's all revved up.
You must help me find my Arvak. He doesn't deserve to be in a place like this. Arvak, my horse. We came to this horrible place together. We were attacked by monsters, so I told him to run. Please, he's such a loyal creature, and he's been running for so long. You have to save him. A place like this will change you.
How can I help him?
Arvak? Arvak! Where are you? Arvak, please come back! Come back!
Look out!
Arvak! You saved him! His soul is free, I can feel it! He's such a loyal beast. Here, I'll teach you how to call him to you. He'll help you get around this wretched place. But I'm sure he'd be much happier someplace sunnier. Goodbye, hero. Take good care of Arvak for me. Such a good horse.
I'm gonna like hurting you.
Hang on.
Ugh, enough mucking about. Let's do this.
You're gonna gush when I step on ya.
Fus! Fus! Roda! Fus!
Ready to be all done breathing?
I'm so... I failed.
Be nice!
Whoa. Mother? Mother!
Maker. It can't be.
Well, that's the idea, doll.
Serana?
Is it really you? I can't believe it.
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to stop him, to make everything right.
Wait a moment. You've brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't...
You, come forward. I would speak with you. So how has it come to pass that a vampire hunter is in the company of my daughter? It pains me to think you'd travel with Serana under the guise of her protector in an effort to hunt me down.
This is no ruse. I want to keep her safe.
Coming from one who murders vampires as a trade, I find it hard to believe your intentions are noble. Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you.
How does she immediately know you're a vampire hunter? Can she, like, read your mind or something? That's what I want to know.
That's why I'm here for the Elder Scroll.
You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself.
What do you mean?
When I fled Castle Volkihar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Ariel and his arcane weapon, Ariel's bow. The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon.
How does Serana fit in?
Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal.
I really like her
Tradition
boots.
dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor.
Serana underwent this ritual willingly?
It was expected of her, just as it was expected of me. Being selected as an offering to Molig Bal is an honor. She wouldn't have dared turn her back on that.
Cold Harbor?
It's what some call the domain of Molig Bal, his place in oblivion.
The tyranny of the sun requires Serana's blood.
Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible.
Are you saying Harkon means to kill her?
If Harkon obtained Ariel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires.
I would never allow that to happen.
And how exactly do you plan on stopping him?
I'll need your help.
Have you been listening to me? Like Serana, I'm a pure-blooded vampire. My presence on Tamriel is as much of a danger as hers.
And Serana's opinion in this?
You care nothing for Serana, or our plight. Whether or not you've become one of us in order to survive the Soul Cairn, you're still a vampire hunter at heart. You're here because we're abominations in your mind. Evil creatures that need to be destroyed.
Serana believes in me, why won't you?
Serana? This stranger aligns herself with those that would hunt you down and slay you like an animal. Yet I should entrust you to her.
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known her than you've done in centuries.
How dare you? I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father.
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
Oh, Serana, if you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So, to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about? You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly.
Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different. But in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you two. I want us to be a family again, but I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me, but for Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can.
Do you have the Elder Scroll with you?
Yes. I've kept it safely secured here ever since I was imprisoned. Fortunately, you seem to have already killed the keepers maintaining the barrier around these ruins. Yes. Please, follow me. One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself Durnevere roaming the cairn. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the keepers, and will undoubtedly investigate the fact that the barrier has fallen. The Elder Scroll is just a bit further. I hope this is important. Yes, it was expected of her. Yes, few survive the ordeal. Yes. Unfortunately, yes. Yes. Being selected as an offering to Molag Bal is an honor. She wouldn't have dared turn her back on that. I see. We're abominations in your mind. Evil creatures that care nothing for Serana. If you believe that...
Idiot!
You're a bigger fool than I originally suspected. Serana has sacrificed everything to Molag Bal. Now, she's the daughter of Cold Harbor, the pure-blooded vampire. Nothing else matters. If anything happens to Serana, I'll have you answer for it.
How did you become imprisoned here?
When I entered the Soul Cairn, I had intended to strike a bargain with the Ideal Masters, the custodians of this place.
What was the bargain?
I requested refuge in the Soul Cairn, and in exchange, I would provide the Ideal Masters the souls that they craved. If I had foreseen the value they placed on my own soul, I would never have come here.
They tricked you.
The Ideal Masters unleashed their keepers, and sent them to destroy me. Fortunately, I was able to hold them at bay and retreat into these ruins.
You became trapped.
Unfortunately, yes. Since the Keepers weren't able to claim my soul, they had their minions construct a barrier that I'd never be able to breach.
You've been imprisoned here for all this time.
Time has very little meaning to me. Consequently, it has little meaning to the Ideal Masters as well. I suppose you could call this the ultimate waiting game, each watching the other to see which will give in. Follow me and stay close. Keep your eyes open for Durnevere.
Do you need something?
How are you feeling after talking to your mother?
Relieved, I think. All those things had been building up for a while. You have no idea how long I wanted to say that to her.
Why did you ever agree to her plan?
Look, I loved my father, but when he found that prophecy, that became his life. Everything else, even me and my mother, we just became clutter. I was close with my mother, but she just kept feeding me her opinions of him, and eventually I started believing them.
She doesn't seem too fond of him.
The moment we gave ourselves to Molag Bal, things got really icy between them. They were both drunk with power and pulling in different directions. Then he found that prophecy, and that was it.
And you were caught in the middle.
I was. Honestly, it took me up until now to figure out that my mother was really just as bad as he was. He was obsessed with power. She was obsessed with seeing him fail. It was just so toxic. Maybe I could have seen this coming. We could all be better off now.
You shouldn't blame yourself.
You don't know what it's like, coming from a family like that. Everything eventually tumbles down to you. Anyway, we should keep moving.
Yes? I'm sorry. Thank you. Come on, let's move. What is it? You'd think a vampire would be right at home in this place. You'd be wrong.
Falling into me is such a paltry excuse to claim my attention. Mind your manners.
Damn, Valerica. that was nice.
Wait, I hear something.
He's here.
Whoa!
Forgive my astonishment, but I never thought I'd witness the death of that dragon.
What makes you say that?
Volumes written on Durnevere allege that he can't be slain by normal means. It appears they were mistaken. Unless...
Go on.
The soul of a dragon is as resilient as its owner's scaly hide. It's possible that your killing blow has merely displaced Durnevere's physical form while he reconstitutes himself. Minutes, hours, years. I can't even begin to guess. I suggest we don't wait around to find out. Now, let's get you the Elder Scroll and you can be on your way. Very impressive.
Do you need something?
All right.
Very impressive.
How so?
Volumes written on Durnevere allege that he can't be slain by normal means. You appear to have something of value.
What are you talking about?
I understand now. It's your blood. The blood of the dragon. I find your blood quite interesting. I would strike a bargain with you.
I'm listening.
No matter how long I've been here, my insatiable hunger remains. Hunger for blood. Please, allow me to feed on you. Yes, and in exchange, I will offer a unique opportunity to claim my regards. You appear to have something on your mind. What is it? Wait a moment. What? You. And how exactly do you have the audacity to touch my daughter? Serana claims you're her guardian, yet your first instinct appears to be to get your hands on her. How dare you! No, I will not allow that to happen. You're dead!
You will not touch her.
I see that my daughter is still as naive as ever.
Very supportive.
It pains me to think you'd travel with a vampire hunter, offering your body as a trade.
I was going to say the same thing to you.
Oh, Serana, if you'd only open your eyes. She's using you like an animal.
Oh, tell me, Mother. What kind of woman is she?
I can't even begin to guess, but she knows nothing of our struggle. Why should I entrust you to her?
This is my savior. I know this is difficult for you, but I never had a friend. It's intimate, and it's mine. And frankly, after everything we've been through, I'd rather not get into that with you.
Serana? Have you lost your mind?
This day was always coming. You used me. Never again!
No. I gave up everything I cared about to protect you.
It's enough! This is what your obsession brings you! You've destroyed our family.
It can't be. I had no idea you felt that way about me, Serana.
Poor thing. You must be so thirsty. My friend will bestow the gift. Dragon blood.
Serana, please. Share that blessing with me.
But to finalize the deal, you have to subjugate yourself. This payment.
I understand now. The females be offered to Molig Bal. So my daughter wants to exact revenge.
Maybe.
I'm sorry, Serana. It was never my intention to deceive you. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal. I didn't know. I didn't see. For all of this to end, for things to return to the way they were before, if there's anything I can do, forgive me.
Hey, so, talk to me. Power takes precedence with my mother. We gave ourselves to Molig Bal for power. But I was not a willing subject. I was just a lonely child. Killer. No. I guess even a vampire mother is still a mother. See if you can help. The moment we gave ourselves to Molig Bal, things got bad. Look what it's done to my family. I think I see why now.
Oh?
Molig Bal is a powerful Daedric lord, and his will is made reality. Everything with Molig Bal was degrading. It's not like that, though, when I'm with you. Well, that has to be the way back for us. To be giving. I think we both know. I want us to be a family again. To make everything right. Sometimes things just have to be done. Three's a crowd. And so am I now. Stick it to her.
Here you are, to exact revenge. I am prepared for your assault. Well, traveling in the company of my daughter, you appear to have filled the void. She's using you like a dagger to my heart. Serana, I must have failed. Oh, Serana. Yes. Ah, the blood of the dragon. Glorious. I do. I see. I am a daughter of Cold Harbor, a vampire offspring of Molig Bal. I don't feel comfortable giving that blessing any longer. Unfortunately, yes. I find it hard to believe your intentions are noble. But for Serana's sake, if you want that of me, it's yours. I thank you.
You wanna dance?
I thank you. If I had foreseen the cost to Serana, I would never have offered her to Molag Bal. After what I've put Serana through, I would understand if she never wished to see me again. I understand now what you did for Serana. Like myself, Serana was a human once. Perhaps my daughter is still a human at heart. I leave that decision in your hands. However, you must understand, I know very little about them. Now that you've retrieved the Elder Scroll, you should be on your way.
You're staying here?
I have no choice. As I told you before, I'm a daughter of Cold Harbor. If I return to Tamriel, that increases Harkon's likelihood of bringing the tyranny of the sun to fruition.
We'll return for you when we can.
I appreciate your concern for me, but Serana is all that I care about. You must keep her safe at all costs. Remember that Harkon is not to be trusted. No matter what he promises, he'll deceive you in order to get what he wants. And promise me you'll keep my daughter safe. She's the only thing of value I have left.
I'm glad we found the scroll, but I wish she could come with us.
Did you have anything to ask before you depart? Oh, Divines, yes. I'll be sure to make this up to you. Did you have anything to ask before you depart?
If I leave the Soul Cairn, can I safely return?
As you've been traveling in the Soul Cairn, your body has become attuned to it. Let's just say a tiny part of you rubbed off on it, and in its place, a bit of the Soul Cairn filled the void. You should find no difficulty using the portal any longer. Can you stop staring at my tits? I'm trying to have a conversation. Have you been thinking about my feet on your cock? I know the thought of it makes you swell up in pleasure. I can smell the blood flowing through your veins at the mere mention of my feet. Typical man.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't follow that line of questioning right now. Let's just go ahead and leave.
Stay your weapons. I would speak with you, Quinarin.
I thought you were dead.
Cursed, not dead. Doomed to exist in this form for eternity. Trapped between Lahas and Enoch.
Why are we speaking?
Between life and I. I therefore honor
I found you
name
equally worthy.
Quanarin. Your word, I merely wish to
What kind of a
respectfully
favor?
ask a favor of you. For before this, I
What's
roamed
stopping
the
you?
skies above Tamriel. If I ventured far from the soul cairn, my strength would begin to wane. I will place my name with you. Do me this simple honor.
Just call your name
and
in
I will
Tamriel.
fight at
That's
your
it.
side as your trivial in your mind, perhaps. For me, it would mean a great deal. I don't require an answer, Quanarin. Simply speak my name to the heavens when you feel the time is right.
Groovy.
Ugh. The stench here. How can anyone... Never mind. I think now would be a good time to talk.
We're finally back.
I wasn't sure we'd make it out of there in one piece. I know this sounds weird, but I felt kind of scared. For you. For both of us. The Ideal Masters could do anything, really. They could have trapped us there for one. I wouldn't like to be a hostage for eternity. Again.
A gullible vampire believes in some unseen forces, huh?
Maybe you're a pile of talking script jelly. The Ideal Masters are real. Everything I said about the soul cairn was real. There are trapped souls, cryptic, floating entities. We fought an undead dragon. What we saw basically spelled out everything I had read about that place. The soul cairn, realm of oblivion as ruled by the Ideal Masters. And, of course, you didn't see them. They're called unseen for a reason. Ugh. Wait. You're just messing with me, aren't you?
Well, at least you'd have better company than an Elder Scroll this time.
It's not funny. Maybe next time, I'll be the one to personally soul trap and place you in the soul cairn. See how you take that.
With dignity and panache, of course.
You really don't give up, do you? Seriously, I'm just glad it's all over. I know I can be moody sometimes, but honestly, I appreciate that you're keeping our spirits up. Thanks. Look, there is something I'd like to tell you, and I really feel like now's the time. Do you like me? Not just as a friend, but as something else? I think you know what I mean.
I think you know how I feel.
Then, hopefully this won't be awkward.
Tasteful.
Wow. It's nice, actually. You are so nice and... Oh, I'm sorry. I wanted to...
How do you feel, Serana?
I feel free. For once. I didn't mean to jump you like that. I just wanted to do it my way this time. To conquer my fear and do the very thing that still gives me nightmares on my terms. It had to be someone I trust. It had to be you. I used to see intimacy as a way to deceive, to take advantage, and most of all, to demonstrate power. Control, domination, degradation. It's like, all my life I've only ever seen a facade. I just wanted to experience what it's really meant to be like for once, with you. Thank you for that. Are you all right? Are you all right? Are you all right?
Yes, it looks like I'm fine.
That was a close one. I didn't expect to be jumped on like that. And those ridiculous masks they wore. Very tacky. Good to know that cultists will always be the same, no matter what era. Could I read that note you've been reading? Thanks. I recall an old book about this cult in the castle's library. This Mirak, though. I've read some stories about him. He was supposed to be the first Dragonborn who ever lived. He was around long before even I was. This might be worth looking into.
My family has its problems. We did worship a Daedra, remember? But they're our problems. I'm grateful to you. Why even think of it that way? I was close with my mother. I would never hesitate to share anything with her. Even you. Well, I guess now you have one more. So, what are your thoughts on what's been going on? With dragons being raised from the dead?
I don't like it. If I know my Tamrielic history right, dragons used to roam the skies. Hundreds, maybe even thousands of them. And now that we know they're coming back,
I don't think this is good news for just about anyone, including the Thalmor. Right now, I think Delphine might just be our best bet at figuring out all this. The sooner we can get rid of the dragons, the better.
Come on. Does it bother you that we're working against your father?
I can't say it surprises me. I kind of figured we were heading for this someday. I just didn't know when.
Will it be hard for you if we have to kill him?
If? I've been assuming that's where this is all going. I've been trying to make my peace with it. Come on, we can talk about this another time.
All right then.
Need a ride? I can take you to any of the hold capitals.
I'd like to hire your carriage.
Where do you want to go?
Winterhold.
Climb and back, and we'll be off. You ready to go yet?
I've been meaning to ask, why did you join the Dawn Guard?
So if we're friends, why are we fighting?
I've been meaning to ask, why did you join the Dawn Guard?
I've seen firsthand how much death and destruction vampires can cause.
I see.
I joined the
I'm
Dawn
truly
Guard to
sorry
stop
for
them.
you. If it's worth anything, I want you to know that I'll do everything I can to right the wrongs my kin have caused. All this time I've been living idly while vampires wrought havoc across Skyrim. So many innocent people. I can understand what brought you into the fold. I'll do whatever I can to help. If it means we can stop the bloodshed, I'll stand with you. You have my word. Hey, so...
What is it, Serana?
As a fellow Nord, what do you think of mead? Like it, hate it, couldn't bother? It seems like most of us can't go a single day without it, but I'd like to hear your thoughts.
Mead? I'll take a swig of that any time.
Glad we're on the same page then. I may have an extraordinarily high tolerance for alcohol, but that doesn't mean I don't like getting drunk. Or at least, trying to. Haven't succeeded, I think, ever. But that's a little life goal of mine.
Come on in. We got warm
I'm sorry,
food,
could
warm
you
drinks,
describe
and
the
warm
smell?
beds.
Like some horrible monster was turned inside out and then exploded. What did you do?
It was a minor miscalculation.
What can I do for
I've
you?
already corrected it for future experiments.
This is why people
What are you
have a
doing
problem
that
with your
for?
college, Millicard.
I don't deal with any college applicants these days, so
Barkeep,
don't bother asking.
I'd like a wench.
You expect me to believe that?
I'd like a drink.
Of course.
Thanks.
What can I do for
My
you?
days at the college are long behind me, but I prefer to stay close by.
Don't speak this to anyone.
Serrano, looks like you're missing a little something there.
If there's anything you need, just let me. If you've business with the college, you're welcome to stay here. It's where most of our business comes from, in fact. Of course. Unlike some folks here in town, we have nothing against the college or the people that come and go. Thank you. Here, this is for you. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
What can I do for you?
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
I'm in all of those jobs.
The frozen hearth. For one of the only remaining buildings in Winterhold, it sure looks all right.
If there's anything you need, just let me know.
We don't get many people like you visiting.
I'll sell just about anything if it's worth my time.
How much?
Keep that in mind. will you?
Day for
I'll
passion
outlast
break.
them all.
God, I want you to hold me down and have your way with me, make me do whatever you want.
Hey Bard, good evening, man. How you doing? I'm going out here to see a man and an iceberg. I've been streaming for 3 hours with not one crash. I should knock on wood. Not one crash, not one hiccup. Hey bro, at least you got a job. I'm actually between jobs right now. Kinda sucks.
Hey, good looking. Dr. Quinzel at your service. You're looking shiny today.
Wow. You really gotta hand it to the Divines. Nern truly is beautiful. Miles better than Cold Harbor, that's for sure.
So I got her set up for 3 different outfits. A home outfit, an adventuring outfit, and a city outfit. So far, 2 out of the 3 work as intended. I'm gonna have to test out the city outfit again, because I'm not sure what's up with it. But I gave her the wings. I thought she looked good with wings. That's really good, and on the stream too. What's really good? The picture quality, or the quality, or the sound quality?
This must be the place.
When the top level was built, no more could be placed. It was and is the maximal apex.
What brings you to this remote place?
The ice entombs the heart. The bane of Kagranak and Degolthur. To harness it is to know the fundaments. The Dwemer lockbox hides it from me. The Elder Scroll gives insight deeper than the deep ones, though, to bring about the opening.
So you know how I have this obsession about changing all the NPCs' clothes? Well, I got Divine Elegance SPID to distribute them on a game load. On a fresh start load, and honestly, like some of these I don't even feel like changing because they're just really top notch. I mean, they're on point. I really like the way he looks. He even has a underneath that. He even has a KS hairstyle. You know, it's all flowy and everything. But I don't mind like it being covered up because that actually looks like a hermit in an ice cube.
You have an Elder Scroll. Here.
I have seen enough to know their fabric. The warp of air, the weft of time. But no, it is not in my possession.
I use Siri, Dragonborn voiceover Siri mod.
So where is the scroll?
Here. Well, here as in this plain. Mundus, Tamriel, nearby, relatively speaking. On the cosmological scale, well, it's all nearby.
So the reason I use Siri is because it has so many patches for all the mods out there. If you look, there's something like 50 something patches for Siri, and there's a lot of patches. There's a lot of mods that I use that now that I can actually speak with them and interact, like Dagon. I've looked up other mods, like there's a Fire, Alicia Fire, I think her name is. It's another British girl, Dragon Ball voiceover, but it just doesn't have the patches that this one does.
Can you help me get the Elder Scroll or not?
One block lifts the other.
What do you
Septimus
want?
will give what you want, but you must... You see this masterwork of the Dwemer, deep inside their greatest knowing. Septimus, lucky in the depth. Have you heard of Black Reach? Cast upon where Drimmer's city slept, the yearning spire hidden learnings kept.
Where is this Black Reach?
Under deep, below the dark, the hidden keep, Tower Mzark. Of Tand, the point of puncture, of first entry of the tapping.
It generates
Delve to
voice
its
lines on the
limits,
fly?
And Black Reach lies just beyond. But not all can enter there. Only Septimus knows the hidden key to loose the lock, to jump beneath the deathly rock.
How do I get in?
Two things I have for you. Two shapes. One, the route, the edge. Fight. Trust
Groovy.
Septimus. He knows you can know.
So, if it generates voice lines on the fly, is it like a robotic voice? Or does it actually
How
have
long will it be
inflection? And because I can't imagine that it would be... Alright, I'm gonna drop a teleport pad right here.
My feet were set upon the rock, but it turned to mud and drew me down.
Because I am definitely coming back. Okay, so I gotta go. I guess the closest way is just up.
It licked the panes and smokes the glass.
That's you. That's what you sound like.
Rocks and valleys, crevices and hiding places. This is the kind of place where hermits and fanatics dwell. You fit right in. I'm kidding.
God, I love Skyrim. I mean, that's just so pretty. Got the reflection of the lightsaber in the water. You get the flame trail behind her. It's pretty robotic in some cases, but it predates 11 Labs by like a year. And I just put it on my Discord. I gotta go. Oh, you gotta go to work? Oh, have a good night, dude. Thanks for stopping by.
Die!
Modding Skyrim forever, bro. Mod it till it breaks. Then mod it some more.
From the looks of this place, it looks like it was once a dwarven city. It's a shame, really. Now it looks so torn down. I would have liked to see cities like this. When they were still normal, at least. Now, their only population consists of these automatons. Really, what happened to the Dwemer? It still puzzles me to this day.
Who's there?
Wait.
Stay there! Still remember how to fight.
What is it? I know you were trying to keep it for yourself, Cesar. You always try to keep it for yourself. No, there's got to be more scoop. Shut up! Shut up! Don't lie to me, Cesar. You hid it. You always try to steal. What? Who is this, brother? Another of the smooth skins looking for food?
You suck!
Ain't this a surprise? Who's the... Come back, Wendy!
Done and done. Wait here.
I'll be waiting, honey. Wouldn't want to keep your love waiting too long, would you?
Well, that's the idea, doll. I don't like your face!
Oh yes, they're right on time, aren't they?
Yeah, I got smacked. Got smacked down. Oh my goodness! Okay, what? It's 3 hours and 20 minutes in my first crash. Hey, that's not too bad, actually. Actually, you know what? That's actually pretty good. Alright, so, you know what, fam? This is a good time to stop. Because, you know, that's how it is, so. Hey, I appreciate everybody hanging. Tune in tomorrow. There'll be more streaming, and we'll have a good time. Everybody be good to each other, and happy modding.